I'm here with Nancy Culp, Assistant Vice President, Lending and Sales at First Financial. Great to see you again, Nancy. How are you?
Nice to see you, too.
We had a great segment last time around talking about auto purchasing. If you can, just recap some of the things we covered in the last segment.
Well, we talked about creating a budget to see what you could afford as far as an auto purchase. We also talked about, choosing the car and doing your homework. Looking at the new versus used, also looking at the expense it'll cost to maintain the vehicle. Today, I think we wanted to talk about, negotiating the purchase. It's often a stressful time for folks when they get into a dealership. That whole sales culture, people get afraid of.
Right.
But if we point out the steps they can take to not get intimidated by a salesperson, I think, they'll be one step ahead of the game.
Right. So you walk in and they of course want to sell you a car, and they're going to put a little bit of a press on. So what do you do to be prepared for that?
Absolutely. What you should do first is do your homework. Decide what kind of car you want, whether it be new versus used. The other thing is, with the advent of the internet today, you can price cars. There's NADA.com to tell you what the MSRPs on new cars are, or what the prices on used cars are. So getting your homework done ahead of time is very important, so that you know basically what your price range is going to be.
And there's so many ways now. We have such an advantage these days as opposed to years past. There's so many ways to at least be in the ballpark of knowing the information as you walk in.
Absolutely. And when you do go start negotiations, you never tell them you have a trade. Kind of keep that in your back pocket until you're ready to, talk price of the car first. Never talk monthly payments, because they can stretch that loan out. You always want to talk price of the car and keep your trade in your back pocket. The other thing that's important is to look up the value of your trade before you get there, so that you're not disappointed when they say, well, we're going to give you $1,500 for your car and you expected $3,000.
Right. All right, let's talk about paying for the car. You get that negotiation rolling, and now, of course, you need to have the information on paying for the vehicle.
Right. Well, before we do that, though, I want to talk a little bit about add-ons, because they do try to get you to add things onto the car as far as an undercoating or an extended warranty. Be really mindful of that. A lot of dealerships do mark up the price. We at the credit union can help you through that. We have some products that are comparable to that. They can call us at 1-866-750-0100. Option 2 for the loan center, or they can look on our website. For the other thing, as far as paying for the car, that's important, is get pre-approved before you go to the dealership. If you can shop for your loan the way you shop for your car, you'll be better off. You'll be less stressed. The other point is, if you are feeling stressed by a salesperson, you don't have to buy the car there. I mean, there's plenty of dealerships that are looking for your business. We do have a spot on our website. It's called Auto Smart, and you can shop the local dealers in this area for the type of car that you're looking for.
Another great resource.
Absolutely. I will say that you'll probably get a better deal if you know what your credit score is. Credit scoring is so important today, and that's how most financial institutions price their loans. So if you know what your credit score is going in, you'll be better equipped to know if you're getting a good rate.
And if you want information on, your best way to pay for the car, of course, First Financial has great resources to pass that information along to you too. So in recap of all of it, we've hit some really important points. Just recap it all for us if you're heading out buying a car.
Well, the budget is probably the most important thing. Doing your homework on the car, figuring out the value, figuring out what the sales price is, shopping ahead for your loan, and don't feel pressure from salespeople.
And if you want more information on all the great resources First Financial has to offer to help you out, how do they get in touch?
Well, they can go to our website, www.first.cu.com, or they can always call 1-866-750-0100, option 2 for the loan center.
Nancy Culp is the Assistant Vice President, Lending and Sales at First Financial. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.